cooler air working in off the Atlantic, so instead of temperatures in the Highlands being into the high 20s, we're looking at around 22 degrees or so for the warmest weather. The hotspots really focused across England, where there will be a number of areas getting to around 30, and the hottest places could see 34 degrees. And then look at this, through the night time, temperatures fall back no lower than around 26 degrees by the time we get to 11 o'clock at night. So that's Saturday night. Pencil that one in for a very uncomfortable night's sleep ahead. Improvements, though, in some respects as we go into Sunday. The fresher air moves in off the Atlantic, and that will be dropping the temperatures. Along with that, it's going to turn increasingly unsettled across northwestern areas with some heavy and at times thundery bursts of rain. Should stay dry for the most part towards the southeast, with those temperatures easing back to a more comfortable 25 degrees. That's your weather.
Coming up next, the BBC News at 5, and at 6:30 we'll have the day's sports news in Sports Day. Tonight at 5, the London Bridge attack inquests. The coroner concludes the victims were unlawfully killed. 8 people died in the van and knife attacks in June 2017. Another 48 were injured. The family of one of the attackers has been criticised for not doing more to report his extremist behaviour. We'll be live with the very latest at the Old Bailey. I'll also be talking to a security expert. The other main stories on BBC News at 5. At the G20 summit in Japan, a stern-faced Theresa May tells the Russian president the Salisbury nerve agent attack was a despicable act. As a heatwave continues to grip parts of Europe, France registers its highest temperatures since records began. And the heat's also on in Glastonbury as one of the world's biggest music festivals gets underway. Also tonight, a story of enduring love. We speak to the filmmaker Nick Broomfield about his new documentary about the songwriter Leonard Cohen and his partner Marianne.
When did you write that?
I didn't write it. Paul McCartney wrote it. The Beatles.
Who?
And imagine a world without the Beatles. Find out what Mark Kermode thinks of Danny Boyle's new film Yesterday and the other top releases in the film review coming up at 5:45. Hello, good evening. You're watching the BBC News at 5. I'm Jane Hill. The inquest into the deaths of victims of the London Bridge attacks has concluded this afternoon. 8 people were killed and 48 injured in the van and knife attack in June 2017. The Chief Coroner for England and Wales, Mark Bluecraft, returned verdicts of unlawful killing. And he has also criticised the family of one of the attackers for not reporting his extremist behaviour. Well, our correspondent Sarah Campbell has been following these inquests and explain exactly what the coroner